Hi everyone, welcome to Reading Tarot. This reading is going to be for today, Wednesday, April 11th, 2018. I'm going to pull a 3-card spread and we're going to take it from there. Alright, so start things off. We've got the Tower reversed. We've got the Two of Pentacles, and we've got the Ten of Cups reversed. And we've also got the Emperor at the bottom of the deck. Alright, so the first thing that comes to mind with the Emperor is that today is kind of a day of restoring order, creating and restoring order, because that's what the Emperor, that's what the nature of the Emperor is. He likes to establish things. He likes to preserve order. Your order comes up a lot. This feels like it could be the beginning of an energetic shift that'll come with Mercury as it goes direct. For some reason, I'm not sure why I'm getting that message, but that's kind of what I'm starting to feel here. So we've got the Tower reversed in the to kind of start the day off. And what's coming up with the Tower in reverse is, I actually saw this card a couple times when I was meditating earlier. And it's not so much like an explosion. It's not something like an outward. Usually the Tower is like a sudden change or a sudden ending, something like being snatched away from you. But it feels like in this reverse position that it's more of a change turn inward. So it feels like a massive internal revelation. But where the Tower usually results in the end of things upright, I'm feeling like it's that there's that we're going to kind of start the day off with a major internal revelation that is going to result in taking a new approach and building something in a different way. That's the feeling I'm getting. So this is one of those times where the Tower comes up in a reading, and I'm actually feeling like it's a promising result up front. As opposed to when the Tower usually comes up and you have to sift through the wreckage to see what's left. It's a different message for today. And then moving on into the noon, into later in the day, we've got the Two of Pentacles. And with the Two of Pentacles, I'm getting a lot of focus on work, on trying to create things that were meant to be. I'm also getting the feeling that there are decisions that need to be made as it relates to work, as it relates to finance, as it relates to your personal stability. And I think this Two of Pentacles energy is going to build on the Tower reverse, because again, it's like there's all this calamity going on around us, and same thing happening in the Two of Pentacles. There's all this calamity, but you're focused on getting through your task. And some of you are going to drop something up from your life. It feels like some of you are going to make a decision to drop something that's not really. It serves you, but it doesn't serve you. It doesn't satisfy you. And some of you are going to make a decision to drop something from your life, because it's like you're juggling two pentacles and you can't. And and all this time you haven't been able to figure out which one you favor more, but it's because of this Tower revelation, it's just come to you, and now you're deciding, I know what works for me. It's time to move on. And then this energy that's moving on kind of continues into the evening, where we've got the Ten of Cups reversed. And with the Ten of Cups reversed, there's definitely a shift happening today. Not a, I don't think it's a major energetic shift, but there is a shift going on in, in what you consider order. Interesting. All right, so we got the Four of Pentacles peeking out from under there too. Um, and it's kind of, I'm getting the feeling that there's expansion happening. And the Four of Pentacles is typically a very constrictive card. It's very like disciplined or closed off and tight. But in this context, I'm getting a different feeling today. It feels like a lot of people have tried taking like a closed off approach to things. Tried being very, very conservative, very shut out, very defensive of what they have. Some people like trying to. It feels like some people are trying to protect what little they've got, but they're realizing that the approach isn't working. So it's time to take a different approach, and it's time to invest in that. You got this expansion coming your way, because this isn't about destruction. This is about major changes, but it's something that's gonna suddenly click for you in a good way. And then we've got again more decisions being made. Juggling a lot of activities. Some of you, if you've got multiple revenue streams, you may, or if that's what you want, you may decide on an approach. And then as we move into this Ten of Cups reversed, it's like some of you, like the feeling here is just like leaving something. Well, not necessarily leaving something, because that's the Eight of Cups, but more like leaving behind an idea. It's kind of like leaving behind this. It's like discovering that the dream you had originally isn't going to fulfill you the way you want it to, and now you're just walking away from it. This is like this, because what comes up with this card, like a lot of people think that their value, their worth is defined by, who you have in your life, having the wife or the husband and the family, and the living happily ever after thing. And for a lot of you, it's just kind of, it doesn't resonate for you anymore. It doesn't resonate the way it used to. So a lot of people, again, more decisions are being made. A lot of decisions, a lot of heavy decision making is coming up this week, which is it's peculiar. There's a lot of urges to make major changes and decisions, which is, again, we're in the last week of Mercury retrograde, and this isn't generally a time to make big decisions, but these feel like long-standing matters. Things you've been dealing with for a while. And because there's no swords here, like the mind is absent from it. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean like you're not overthinking things. Like, again, Pentacles are earth, so this is like stability. This is grounding yourself, and this is trusting this is trusting your feelings, honoring your intuition. So it's like there is a spiritual connection here. It feels like. It's like people are shutting out the mind chatter. So some people are really doing great things, like I think mentally, emotionally, as it relates to this retrograde period, because you managed to shut out the mind chatter and make some important decisions and decide to release some things that need to be let go of. And it's really just in time because Mercury is about to go direct, and then we also have the new moon in Aries, which is going to be, I think, an explosive time. And so, yeah, so this is, yeah, again, this is pretty interesting. So we've got the, to clarify on everything, we've got the Emperor with the Five of Wands reversed. So this is Five of Wands reversed. This is like, again, going back to when I mentioned the Four of Pentacles earlier, it's like, you're just tired of taking an old approach that doesn't work. You're tired of fighting to get ahead. Not even fighting to get ahead, just fighting to stay where you are when you want to move ahead. This is like it's like that shift from surviving to living. Again, expanding your thoughts, your desires, doing more, wanting more, raising your standards, doing more for yourselves. And then again, as this clarifier for the Tower reverse, we've got the Page of Wands, and again, that goes back to what I was saying about the Tower earlier. It's like a new idea, a new desire, something it's in the, something new has been born in you, and it takes some refining, it takes some taming, but it's something that you can definitely make use of. It's like you're working to establish a new structure in your life. And then to clarify on the Two of Pentacles, we got the Knight of Swords, and yeah, this feels like the Two of Pentacles with the Knight of Swords. It feels like something like an abrupt, like a swift cutting truth. Yeah, it's like something like a swift cutting truth, or a quick message cutting something, ending a tie, something. This feels like an ending. This feels like the Knight of Swords is rushing in to cut something away that needs to be gone. It's like if you wrote a one sentence email quitting your job, like, I can't do this shit anymore, goodbye. That would be the Knight of Swords. And then that would be the Two of Pentacles dropping a pentacle and focusing. And then I would say becoming the Ace of Pentacles and focusing on that special opportunity that that can really bring shine to their lives. And then here we got the Ten of Cups reversed with the Ace of Swords reversed, and this is telling me like this. It's like you had something that you revered as a truth, and it was something that was close to you, something special to you. Again, here with the Ten of Cups and also the Ace of Swords, was like you realize that this truth doesn't serve you anymore. And it's like you faced it and you've embraced it for as long as you can, but it doesn't fit anymore. And so now you've decided you're gonna leave this ideal behind. You're gonna leave this dream behind and start giving yourself to something that's going to be more fulfilling. So overall, it is going to be another. I think this is going to be another big day for making decisions. Um, Ace of Swords reverse concerns me a little bit. I'm not so much worrying. I'm not so much concerned about. I'm not because I'm not worried about anything. I'm not so much concerned about the moving on, but it's like the how you do it. Be careful not to discard everything you worked for just because you find something there that's not doing it for you anymore. Regardless of whether an experience continues to serve you, there's still a lot you can take from it and use to better yourself and use to create better situations for yourself going forward. Okay, everyone. So that's going to be the reading for Wednesday. Have a great day. Bye.